How's it going, Midnight Gamers? Today I believe I'm going to be doing a unboxing for my Japanese Sega Saturn console that I ordered online. At least I think that's what's in this box here. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. This is my little lady, and unfortunately, she's been having issues. I've had her for about a year or so, and 6 months in, she just stopped reading discs. So naturally, I bought a new laser and had a buddy come over and install it for me. And here we are 6 months later, and she has stopped reading discs again. So I kind of took it in my hands. I'm like, well, I could, purchase another laser, wait for that to come in the mail, have my buddy come over, take the time to install it into this, pay him for his, stuff, or like, maybe it's time for a new Saturn. That's kind of the crossroads that I was at the time. So basically I looked online, and the cheapest that I could find for a US Saturn on eBay was like $90 plus a little bit of shipping. So I was told that I have a little pseudo cart here. I actually plugged this into my US model Saturn, and it helps for me to play reproduction games and Japanese games, and also European games. That's pretty much what it does. Is it unlocks region coding for stuff like this, like reproductions that people make, or like I said, just other area games, such as Japan and Europe and stuff. So it works ideally and fine on my US model. We're gonna see if this works on the Japanese model. I've done my research, and it says it should, so we're gonna bank off of that. But anyways, getting back to that, so I was just like, well, if this functions the same way in a Japanese console, it should work in my US version. So I basically found Japanese Saturns are incredibly cheaper. I found one online for about 50 bucks, absolutely free shipping. He even shipped it here in 2 days. It is the fastest I've ever gotten anything, especially for a console. I thought I was going to be having to wait like a week or two or something for that. So yeah, so we're going to open this baby up, and we're going to see if she works, what she looks like, all the fun stuff.
Let me pan out. Let me pan out real quick.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to cover the address here just in case you guys can see it. But probably not from this angle, but you can never be too safe. Oh wow, they really taped this baby up, didn't they?
Dull last night.
It's so dull. My knife is so dull. It's so dull. It's so dull. I can't even talk right. I think it's the excitement that's getting to me. You know what I mean? We're gonna try and get into the nitty gritty. This is console only too, so I'm not worried about cutting any cords or cords or anything of that nature. Ooh, they use newspaper. I haven't seen that in a while.
Look at the newspaper.
Ooh.
It's like Korean.
Is it?
That's what I said.
It is. It's totally, yeah, Korean or something.
Show it.
That is awesome. So, not sure how well we're going to be able to see this, but, the paper that was jammed in there is clearly from like a Korean newspaper. I believe this is Korean. I'm not well versed on kanji or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure this is Korean. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm sure it's something I could get around here, but that's kind of neat that they would package it like that. There seems to be a little note here. says Retro Games Japan, 7% discount on your entire order. Code Radiant Silvergun. Of course, that is the code. Radiant Silvergun is another Sega Saturn game that is very rare and hard to find. This says that it expires on December 31st. That's really cool. That actually makes me want to order something off of these guys, because that's pretty cool. Just a little discount. I like little notes, and it has like a cute little Pac-Man character. It's very fun. Let's see it. You see it. You can see it. Anyways, all right. Now to the nitty-gritty. It is clearly my Saturn. It's kind of cool because in the U.S. we only got one model color. It was black. That's just standard. But in Japan, they came out with many colors. You know, I'm just gonna toss this box to the side because I'm making this toughen myself here. I just think that the Japanese Saturns are just a lot more flashy. So this one happens to be white, or well, it used to be white. It's a little more yellow now. But if we've all owned Super Nintendos and old consoles like that, you know that they usually don't retain their color. This is actually pretty nice. I'm going to flip this around. As you can see, it's pretty much the same with some minor differences. Of course, they changed the logo. That's the Japanese logo. They made it a little more fun with different colored buttons. You know, just kind of makes it stand out. There's a dead body in there. No, I'm just kidding. And even cooler yet, this little thing's cloudy. I don't know why they put that there. This one's actually hollow. You can actually see the disc spinning, if that is what you wanted to do. It looks like it's in pretty decent shape, though. Like, I mean, aside from, you know, the discoloration, I'm hoping this is going to work fine. So, I guess without further ado, we're going to set this baby up, and we're going to see if it works. So, care to join me? Alright, Midnight Gamers, join me here on the floor. I have my Japanese Sega Saturn. I have my American cords, my American controller, my pseudo cart, a reproduction game, and an American issue game of Bust-A-Move 2. And I also have my beer with me in case everything goes horribly wrong and I need a drink. I'm going to take one for good measure anyways. Alright. So the back of this looks pretty standard. It looks like these should fit. Alright. And we have ran into our first problem.
No cords.
These are two rounded sides. So... so yes, this AV cord pops in, but this does not work with it. So it appears that already the power cord is not compatible with it. Just a minor setback. I will be back when I can order the proper cord for this. So I'll see you next time, gamers. Alright, gamers, it's been about a week. I ordered the new universal cord for it. It's pretty funny because I did do research before I bought this. I'm not a complete moron. And nothing was mentioned about the different sizes of the power cords. I actually had to... I found a forum from like 5 years ago. That was the only thing that even mentioned anything about it, and they had posted a link for a universal cord that will work on any any Saturn, which oddly enough, when the box came, it said it was compatible with PS3s, PS Slims, and a bunch of other stuff, but not Saturn. I plugged it in the back and it seems to fit. We're going to see if this actually works. We do know it powers on, and we're going to trust and see if our pseudo card will allow us to play this. So, alright, and here's our new universal cord. Put this baby back down there. Okay, plug in my controller. Now, first I'm going to test just how it boots up without a game even being in it. And this is, let's see. That is a completely different intro screen, and I think that's rad. So it is in Japanese. I'll have to mess with that cord in a little bit. So the console power is on. So that's really cool. So now we're going to insert our pseudo action replay card. And I'm going to try a reproduction first. We're going to try Shinobi Legions. You know the console power's on, but sometimes these old consoles, we never know how the laser is. So that's epic. Ooh, that's epic. Oh, and it looks like we may be booted right up here. Now this is the reproduction game. We'll see how this works. And boom! It looks like she's starting right up. No, it's not. Trickery. Okay, so it's saying it's reading it. So I can't read that. So I'm going to power this off and make sure the card is okay. We're going to come back to this. I'm going to see what the American release does. Pop this out. Gonna need this after all. Well, at least we know the pseudo card appears to be working, but we may have a damaged laser. And see, that booted right up, so it's working with American games. You know, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to grab another reproduction. I know this isn't very classy, but I'll be right back. Oh, let's try Darius Gaiden. Because it started up that US right quick, so it could have been the disc was being finicky with the other reproduction. Let's see how this does. Okay, getting the pseudo screen. That is so weird. Why are you doing this? We're gonna do one more.
Do you think the region on those games are United States?
The region for this is United States, and these are just reproductions. It's no region. Like, interesting. So it's playing American games, but it's not playing reproduction games. Either way, I'm going to work on this. Thank you guys for tuning in. At least it is a functioning Saturn, so I'm happy for that. I got a buddy who likes to work out the kinks in this kind of stuff. So thank you for joining my unboxing and testing of my Japanese Sega Saturn. Yeah, have a good night, guys.